What's going on, everybody? My name is Mark. You are watching The Big Critique. Today I am critiquing this website, the Berkman Law Office, as long as I can pronounce it. I guess, yeah, let's just get right into it. So, again, on this channel, I try to critique a number of things, sort of whatever I have time for. I try to bring on guests to interview, to go through their business or their career to see what could help other people out. This segment, I'm going to try to do more often than I have been, is really just more so to show people what could result in good or bad user experience in design and good or bad, like, just general web practices. My credentials are that I've been in the web design and development field for the last pretty much 10 years, sort of specializing in user experience and design. I've worked for companies like Prudential, IBM. There's been a lot more. I've worked for a few e-commerce websites before. So yeah, that's, just to give you an idea of where I'm coming from. And that's pretty much that. So again, just to jump right into this, I chose this website because it came right up on Google when I typed in law office, I think it was. So, here are some pros for this website, and I already know why. The pros are, they probably have very, very good Google indexing. Their SEO is on point because they came up one of the first when I searched for law offices, right? And they're right near me. I live in Brooklyn, and their location is in Brooklyn as well. So the reason I have a good feeling their SEO is probably pretty good, a lot of this text here, very, very good for Google indexing, right? So you have your welcome page, you have your practice areas. All this text just goes into Google indexing and feeds into the algorithm, or at least that's the way I understand it up to date. So that's not bad. Here are the parts that I don't recommend. So what they didn't do, okay, you guys, I've seen this before from financial institutions and from, let me just make sure you guys can see everything clearly. Hold on. I'm just going to minimize myself even more. Yeah, I've seen this before from financial institutions and legal institutions and businesses. They don't give a shit about their design or the experience when somebody lands on their page. And maybe they don't need to. So, as somebody who's also been in the freelance world and really gone through a lot with clients before, if you're going to vet a client, if you're going to, try to sell somebody on a service, please make sure you understand their end of day goal. Freelancing should not just be about you getting them to hand you money. That's not how this works, because you're not really solving a problem and you're not building long-term value and brand for yourself. You're merely making a quick buck, which could be useful for you in that point in time, but won't be very good in the long term. So, if they were a business that would benefit from having a heightened online experience and presence, then yes, this website needs a lot of work. Here's why. You minimize it, right? Let's refresh. See what happens. Am I lying? Am I a liar? Is it actually mobile friendly? It is not. This is terrible practice right here. So, here's the thing. Like, you could see it mobily, right? And it'll be responsive. The top text cuts off, right? Actually, I'm going to give them even more benefit of the doubt. Let's try this. Let's go to inspect element. Let's go to device. Let's refresh this. Okay. So, I was right to give them the benefit of the doubt. Their website is responsive, and it's actually rather nice responsive. So this is what I don't love. I'm gonna go back. Well, actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're here, right? So let's see what it looks like here. Nice. I actually don't really know anybody that looks at their phone like this, but maybe you do. I don't know. Let's do this. So the website is responsive, which is good, right? What I don't love about it is that it only responds once you actually get into mobile, right? So if you reduce your window, like this, it's not really responsive. So, does that really make a difference for web design? No, not tremendously. It does go to show that it's not all that responsive. Here's the part that I don't love, but for really different reasons. This thing over here, if you notice, my cursor is on civil litigation, slip, trips, and falls, and all this stuff. This looks like a Windows symbol. It's a menu. If I click this, it's going to go somewhere, right? It's going to give you all this text. I don't know if this text is necessary, this level of text. If I were them, I would probably try to use more infographics. Let's look at the practice areas. So, the gist that I get from this brand, and mind you, like, I haven't really done too much research into them. So they're on Facebook, which is nice. And they keep up a blog. This huge plus, huge pro for them to keep up the blog. That's big. So there's a ton of competition. And this might be another reason why they came up so high on the Google rank. I don't know if they're paying anything to Google for anything. They could be. That it didn't tell. Like that, I didn't look for really. And I don't know that you can find that out unless you ask them, to be honest with you. Maybe. But anyway, so this is huge. The fact that they are updating their blog on a regular basis or somewhat regular. If you're going to do it, you should try to do it every month. Or just to keep some level of consistency. At least it's not from last year. That's good. That 100% feeds into the Google algorithm of getting found. What I get from them is this website was probably just redone. Probably within the last year. Whoever made this design, I don't love it at all. I think it messes with me a little bit because it looks like Windows branding. You know? They also don't seem to have their own logo. They have this typography, which could definitely be considered a logo. But to me, it looks just very old school. I see what they're trying to do here. This is interesting with the fade to the hero image. Not bad. I might like to see a little bit more separation. Although this pops. Might like to see a little bit of coloration separation between this color and like this black and white over here. I don't know. I'd probably bounce from this page if I was looking for law, to be honest with you. I'd probably bounce, and here's a big reason why. There's no CTA right here, right? So these are all, so what's a CTA for anybody who doesn't know? A CTA, call to action in the digital world, it just means it's something you can click on and it'll take you somewhere, right? Now, 9 times out of 10, a landing page will have what's called a CTA or a button for you to click on. A contact us, a get in touch button, whatever. This is an introduction. That's nice, right? So, welcome to family owned, blah, blah, blah. But also, I don't really care about the text. Use more pictures. You have 60 seconds to grab people's attention. You understand that? Like, the hero image is nice or whatever, but this shit would throw me off. 100%. The branding here alone, that I don't even know if they realize they're mimicking the Windows branding, but they are. I would be like, nothing else matters. I would just bounce from their page almost immediately. There's also no CTA, again, to click here for, like, when I say something to click there for, I mean like a form to fill out to click to get in touch with somebody. Some sort of action I can take to go to the next step. Of course, they have, this is the welcome page, this is. Of course, they have the contact us page where you can do all that. This form is incredibly antiquated looking, would make me think that they're probably some sort of an outdated law firm. Another reason I probably wouldn't go right away. For those of you who are more developer savvy, see this URL over here? This is built on ASP, right? That means this website, as I kind of had a feeling, is probably very old, and style-wise, the template just got updated recently. Whoever updated the template, whoever did this, design isn't the worst. I have a feeling I know what they did, and you should try to avoid this if you own a business or if you are a freelancer or a consultant. What they did was they said, we want an updated website, please make this responsive. And they did that, and it looks nice responsively. But they didn't think about the actions the user will take when they actually get to the page. Here are the actions the user is expecting to take. Again, they're expecting for a button to click on to take them to the next page. They don't give a fuck about this text. No one reads this stuff. Please stop putting things that are useless here. If you're going to put this here, it's actually not, again, it's good for the Google algorithm. That's great. What it's not great for is just interacting with your users, because no one's going to read this stuff. I'm not going to go through all this stuff. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll take a look. Yeah, this is too much text. The picture's too small. Below this up, also, I'd get rid of this background on every page. Maybe you could leave it. I guess it's not a tremendous deal. I don't know. I would reduce the text, because you just have to think, how many people really care about this? Let's see. Marna Berkman has been practicing law in New York for 20 years. Yeah, you take a few bullet points from here, you make a nice big headline, and that's it. That's what you do on a page like this. No one's going to read it. It's a waste of time. Also, I'm so sorry, this is really perverted, but it says BA Income. That's how I see that. I know it's BA Cum Laude Bernard College, Columbia University, but I just see BA Income. That's what I see. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the rest of these. Request free consultation. Yeah, I don't want to fill out a form for this. If I want to fucking get a free consultation, I'm going to call you. I would put another fucking... So, alright. If you are going about this from mobile, I would put a link to call your phone from a phone. So that was probably confusing, right? I put your phone number right here and a link to it. So when somebody's on their phone on mobile and happens to hit your page, they can click the link and it calls you right away. This is a link. I think this is a link. So that's a link, so that's good. But the contact us, I would repeat the number. So it's right here, but it doesn't stand out to me. And that's an issue for you, right? It doesn't stand out to me as a link. So that means I'm going to have to copy it, call from my phone, or go to the header. Again, it's not the worst. It's a little bit of an inconvenience. I would just make it a link. I would also just get rid of, this looks old school and clunky to me. Yes, it autofills. That's great. That's the browser. That's not the website itself. Just so everybody knows that. Yeah, this looks clunky. I would modernize this form a little bit. Yeah, all right. I guess that's enough. Also, interesting. There seems to be some inconsistency with the Google Plus button. Again, the phone number's over here. Interesting, right? But my eye didn't pick that up. Why? Because it's fine print. In case you guys didn't realize, who reads the fine print? Nobody. It's there for legal purposes. You guys are a law office. I get that. But doesn't mean you can't adapt to certain more modernistic web trends. That might help you out a little bit. Listen, is this your biggest converting piece? If this is the law office, if you guys are from the law office and watching, it might not be your biggest conversion to sales, but one things out there, so it could be a bigger one, right? All right. Let's see. Anything else I go over? Our team blog, free consultation. I thought I saw. Oh, I think I remember where I saw this. Yeah, there's a lot of text. Maybe it's necessary. I don't know. I just think that it's a lot. Update your share buttons. Update your share buttons. Add more shares to this page. All right, that's it, guys. That's it for this episode of the Big Critique. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I was of value to you guys in some way, shape, or form. This is really only going to have been valuable to web designers and user experience designers and freelance consultants, stuff like that. This also may be of value to business owners. I hope it is of value to you guys, so you guys get a good idea of what I have learned and what you might benefit from. Thank you guys so much. Bye.